Looks like we've got some leaked games for Switch. Wonderful 101 might be getting a sequel now as well. Sonic had an amazing weekend at the box office. I liked it. And it's looking like the PlayStation 5 final design might look just like the dev kit, which is super wacky. And stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see how to win Luigi's Mansion for Nintendo Switch. Luigi's Mansion 3, sorry. People are always scouring the internet, just looking in every nook and cranny to find leaks for gaming. And they've found potentially 2 new Nintendo Switch games coming. And these were found on the Korean ratings board. And they are Catherine Full Body, which is just a remake of the original Catherine game, which is made by Atlas. It's like a weird puzzle game, like a platformer puzzle game. I don't know, it looks weird. I've never played it, I don't know much about it. And then XCOM 2. Both of these games were rated for the Nintendo Switch on the Korean ratings board. And whenever this happens, whenever we get a rating for a game, I would say like 99% of the time we get it. I think last time we got one really recently was like the Metro games were rated, and they're like, wait, are we getting the Metro games? And like a week later, like, here's the Metro games, and there you go. But these were found on the Korean ratings board. I don't know, people are just like looking at every single country. Sometimes they're found in like Singapore, and just the most random places, like, oh, found one, got it, and they just like tell everybody on the internet. I don't know how it works, but Catherine Full Body, I would like to see a lot. I think it has Joker in it. I'm almost positive it has Joker in it. I like Joker. I like Smash, not Batman Joker, which I like that Joker too. I'm talking about the Joker from Persona 5. I would like to see him. And XCOM 2 is, if you've ever played Mario Rabbids, if you're a Switch fan, it's what that gameplay is based off of. I've never played an XCOM game, but I love Mario Rabbids, and I like Final Fantasy Tactics, which is not anything like that. I guess it's similar just because of the grid movement, but I like grid-based games. I'll just say that. Pokemon Conquest was magnifique. So XCOM 2, I might check that out. That's pretty cool. Catherine Full Body, I would definitely check out. So yeah, if you were fiending for some new Switch games, here you go. It's been kind of a drought this year so far. Catherine Full Body would be awesome. XCOM 2 would be awesome. There are people that are excited for both, one or the other. And I've heard people wanted Catherine on Switch. I actually wanted it recently on Switch because I wanted to play it for Valentine's Day. And I looked on Best Buy and I was like, oh, it's not for Switch? Haha, they got me. So I was like, if it was on Switch, I would have bought it. So when it comes, I will. I guess so be on the lookout for any news in regards to those two. Wonderful 101 Remastered is doing incredibly well on Kickstarter. The Steam has died down a lot though. It's at 1.6 million. It blew through like all the way to the 1.5 million tier rewards. It just fucking powered through all those. And then now we're just like, okay, well, we're good. We've got it all, it's all settled out. We've got a 2D game on the way. We got the Switch port, the PlayStation port, Steam, everything. All right, it's fine. They're good. We're good. Everything, I think everybody's good. I don't know, it has 18 days to go. The 2 more stretch goals of 1.75 for a soundtrack, which, I mean, I don't know who really, or like, they already have a soundtrack, but this is like a special guest on the soundtrack for the 1.75 million, I believe. And then the 2 million is another 2D platformer, a sequel to the 2D platformer that we're gonna get for the $1.5 million stretch goal. And like I said, we're 1.65 milli on this bad boy. Will we hit 2 million in 18 days? I don't know. The numbers were going crazy at the beginning. It would be nice to see, I guess, 2D platformers from them because Platinum does great work. But they said potentially they could create a sequel if this gets enough attention. If people, they were like talking about it like it hadn't been successful yet. It was weird. I believe this was an interview recently. Like after the success of the Kickstarter. Could be wrong, could be pre-success of the Kickstarter, but they're like, if people back the Kickstarter and really like what we're doing and everything, we want to make a sequel because we really love the game. They were really confident in the game. They thought they had some magic, and then they said when the sales came out on the Wii, like when they got the numbers in, they were like, oh shit! No one gave a fuck. Yeah, because it's on the Wii U. Jesus Christ, how many people were buying Wii U games at the time? 10, 5, 6, none? I don't know, not many, that's for sure. So they had high aspirations for the game. They even were thinking about a sequel before they even released the first one. Like, ooh, we could do this in the sequel. This is what they were talking about. They said they've got some great ideas. So if this does well, I'm assuming once the Kickstarter is done, like every other Kickstarter game, is just going to go on sale in retail. And you know, if you see this in Best Buy or Target or wherever you buy games and you go, oh, what's people that don't know about the Kickstarter like, what, Wonderful 101 on Switch? I'm in. It looks magical. It's made by Platinum. I think the sales post-Kickstarter are going to do very well because they are a very reputable company. The box art, it looks awesome. The game, it looks cool. If you flip it over and look at the back, go, whoa, there's like 100 characters in here? What the hell? I think people are gonna want to buy it and play it on their Switch. It just seems like a nice game to have on the. Every game is nice to have on the Switch, right? But it's like a really Nintendo vibey game to me. It's very reminiscent of like a Pikmin. You know, you got all your characters running around. So I hope it does well, and I hope we do get a sequel. I have not played the first one yet because I was on Wii U. I sold my Wii U. We've already been over this, but I backed the Kickstarter. I put my money where my ass was, and I put my money down for the physical copy, and it's gonna be in the mail in March, I think it was. I don't remember when they were gonna be sending those out. Maybe it's getting charged in March and we're getting it later. I don't know. But I'm getting a physical copy. I paid for it already. That's all you need to know. And it's cheaper. It's like 40 bucks or something. I think when it goes on sale at Target and Walmart stuff, it's gonna be like $40. Not like Nintendo charging $60 full for a port. Haha, gotcha, bitch. No, Platinum has a little bit more respect for their gamers. So I salute you, Platinum, and I hope it does well. And like I said, I want to see a sequel. So Kamiya, the whole team, I wish you the best. And Sonic was moving fast this weekend at the movies. We went to go see it, me, Cameron, and Wesley, and we had a great time. I thought it was an awesome movie. Arlo was crying about it. He was like, I don't like that it's in the real world. It was this little laugh like, shut up, Arlo. Don't you ever talk about Sonic like that. But anyways, I thought it was fun. It was awesome. It was great to see that they put the time and the effort to appease the fans, and the fans went out to support the product. They've already made over 100 million worldwide, I believe, or they're projected to make 60 million plus in US opening weekend, which is going to topple Detective Pikachu as the best video game movie opening ever, and then probably go on to be the best video game movie period in theaters in a theatrical run. I don't know, because Detective Pikachu, I don't know how much that did in Japan. I don't know if it released at the same time in Japan or what, but Pokemon's pretty fucking big in Japan. Detective Pikachu is kawaii AF, and it had Ryan Reynolds. So I don't know how Sonic could dethrone Detective Pikachu, but hey, that's what the analysts are saying on the internets, and I believe them. And it was great. It was a great time. I liked Detective Pikachu better than Sonic, just because it was like more of it was like in the Pokemon world. Like Arlo made it, he said it's in the real world. It's kind of weird, but it worked. It worked for me. There was one scene in the movie that I thought was outrageously stupid. Whenever the guy main character fought a robot instead of Sonic, Sonic just beat like 5 robots or 4 robots in a row, and then for some reason the main character human guy was like, let me take this one. I was like, why would you do that? And then he lets Sonic drive the truck, and they almost crash and everything. I'm like, well, just let him bounce on it and kill it, you fucking idiot. Like, I don't know why they did that. That was weird. Didn't make any sense. But I had a great time. Like I said, fantastic movie. The director's really happy. Great guy. He listened to the fans. The original Sonic design was absolutely horrid. The new one's kawaii AF. I don't want to give you guys too many spoilers, but stick around for those post-credits scenes, and you're gonna see something magical. Go check it out. Highly recommend it. And the PlayStation 5, we've seen the dev kit for the PlayStation 5. It's that weird little V-shaped console with like the indentation in the up part. And people are like, whoa, this thing looks fucking wild. Obviously, it's just the dev kit, but apparently, according to some recent leaks and rumors, that may be the final design choice for Sony, which I'm like, that's pretty it looks pretty fucking weird, but I mean, I'm down, all right? I don't care. If you don't want to make it look like your standard, like little flat waffle box thing like they usually do, that's fine in my book, all right? Apparently people were like discussing this online, like, cause some guy said he saw that the V-shaped silhouette on the PlayStation official website, and they took it down because they accidentally put it up. There was a tab for it you could click on, like it has like PlayStation 4, whatever, blah, 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 Sony stuff. And they had a PlayStation 5 tab. This guy had a picture of his computer, which, could be Photoshopped, obviously, but I think multiple people were reporting that they saw this. I'm not sure. But people inside the industry are saying like, yep, that's the final design. That's what it's gonna look like. And people are speculating on why this is the final design. Because I saw people on both sides of the camp like, there's no way that's the final design because it's bad for shipping and blah, 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 blah. Consoles are shaped like a box for a reason, and et cetera, et cetera. But then some people were saying that the cooling fans inside this model, inside the PlayStation 5 model, are way more expensive than what we've had on any previous like consoles. They really splurged for the cooling system on the PlayStation 5 because of all that serious hardware that's gonna heat up and melt your house. So they want to make sure it didn't do that. And this is like a perfect design for that, apparently, where the way the vents are set up, and they wanted to like test the games with the developers on the exact system that the consumers are gonna get to make sure it doesn't overheat and blah, 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 etc. you know, both sides. I was feeling both sides. And I was like, okay, all right, I like what you're saying, and I like what you're saying, but I'm really leaning towards more that this will be the final product, just from what I was reading. It just makes sense that what they were saying about how they want to make sure, since this has like such serious components, and they wanted to make sure it's cooling right and everything, that the devs would have the same. It's not like an old console where you just throw a little less than $1 fan in there, and you know, it's all right, it's fine, even though sometimes they did overheat. This is a little more serious, and because it is so serious, the price is still not out yet for the PlayStation 5. We should be getting it soon, but Sony is really just trying to hang on until Xbox goes, hey, this is actually what we're charging, and then Sony goes, okay, match it or lower, we're good. And it's like a Mexican standoff. No one wants to let go first. They're just like, no, you go, Sony. Next one, you know, you go, Sony. Or you go, Microsoft. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, according to Bloomberg, a notorious video game speculator, you know, market-wise, he said that it costs $450 to produce the PlayStation 5, and that it will be priced at $500 at launch. I guess that's what they're going with right now. I don't know how the hell he knows. He's wrong about a lot of stuff, but he's also right about a lot of stuff. But they are waiting on Microsoft to finalize that, apparently. And I don't know how much you can make on $500, selling a console for $500 that costs you $450 to produce, because you got to take into consideration shipping costs and how much you're going to charge retailers and everything. They have to lose money. There's no way they're making money if it costs $450 to produce. So I think the PlayStation 3, they lost money originally. They originally tried to charge like $600 out the gate, and everyone was like, hell no, Sony, fuck yeah. When they said, oops, sorry, we thought the Boomerang controller was bad. Oops. So PlayStation 5 it's a tricky, this whole next console generation getting ready to get fired up is a really tricky start. Everyone's just literally just like hands on their holster. They're like, no, you go. No, you're good. You go. Seriously, it's like a standoff. Console wars are about to just explode. Probably not, because I don't think the Xbox is going to do very well with their stupid, we're not having any exclusive games for 2 years for the consumer, for the gamer. Well, I want exclusive games, you dumb shit. That's why I buy a fucking console. That's why I'm buying the PlayStation 5, to get exclusive fucking games. I can't get anywhere else. Duh! But anyways, I hope the PlayStation 5 is not more than $500, because that is a lot, but it makes sense with how fucking powerful it is, right? They're talking about 8K and ray tracing. All someone's go, Shane, there's no way PlayStation 5 could do 8K, you joker. I'm just saying what they said. Jesus. 4K. God, leave me alone. But yeah, all this expensive tech in here. If it's $600, I'm not gonna be surprised. I mean, it'll definitely hurt my wallet, but I'll probably get it still, because I want those delicious Sony exclusives, some new Spider-Mans, some new God of Wars. I want it all, baby. Give it to me. So I guess, you know, once we hear those solid deets, I'm gonna give them to you. I'm gonna rant and rave about it. You know that. So subscribe and all that fun stuff. We're doing giveaways on the channel now. Look! Oh my God! You want to win a copy of Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Nintendo Switch? Next month, we're doing Animal Crossing. By the way, I'll be giving out a brand new copy of Animal Crossing New Horizon next month. We're going to do Joy-Cons and Switch Pro controllers, and maybe some other stuff, maybe consoles, a Nintendo Switch, maybe around Christmas time. That'd be fun, like, ooh, special edition Switch. Anyways, if you want to win these prizes, specifically Luigi's Mansion, all you gotta do is like the videos, be subscribed. You gotta be subscribed. I'm gonna check the subscribers. If you're not subscribed and you win, oh boy, it's going to the next guy. And then you gotta leave a comment on the videos. Every video for February will be a chance to win Luigi's Mansion 3. Only one copy is being given away, not from one for every video. But if you leave a comment on every video, that's as many entries as you get, as many chances as you get to win. I'll be picking a random video from February, randomly generated by a number generator, and then a random comment from that video that wins, random generated again. One comment per video. That's all videos for February are eligible to win the Luigi's Mansion 3. And then next month will be the same thing. All of the month of March, leave a comment on every video, and I'll randomly pick a winner to get an Animal Crossing New Horizons. And then so on and so forth, months from there. So I think it's a fun way to get interaction up on the channel and give you guys a chance to win some free gaming stuff. That'll be, you know, I think it's fun for everybody. And, you know, I'm having fun with it already. So go leave those comments, likes, and make sure you're subscribed. You can win some gaming stuff. But if you want to look like this badass on screen right here, hit up our merch store, fugamecrue.bigcartel.com. We got shirts, stickers, mugs, good quality, fast shipping, good pricing. If you want to support the channel but you don't want to buy merch, hit up our Patreon, patreon.com/fugamecrue. For as low as $1 a month, you can really help out the channel a lot. Links to both of those in the description below. Also my personal channel, Cam's personal channel as well. We also have BitChute and Blair. Hello to the viewers over there. How you doing? Go check us out if you haven't already on those platforms. And I'll see you later.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.
Oof, God.